Oh, guys, we are overachieving in Serie A already at this early stage. We've got 2 losses in the league, but they're against big clubs. We're doing really well. The transfer window ended really well as well. We've got a lot of the players in that we wanted to get. Squad's looking good, and on top of all of that, we even had a job offer. Hi there guys, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of Let's Go Parma. I'm Stubo. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode where we are going to be playing against Inter Milan and Juventus. It's going to be a bit of a tough one, but if all of that sounds like a good plan to you, please do leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well for more future FM awesomeness. Since you were last with me, we've been a very good team. Considering we were promoted last season anyway, we've been a very, very good team. If I quickly show you the schedule, you can see you were last with us at the game against Lecce. Less said about that, the better. We then went to Cremonese and smashed them 4-0. Can't speak, I'm so excited. Valentin Mihailo with 2 goals, Totino with a penalty, and Sebastiano Esposito getting his 2nd goal in as many appearances for the club. I think he is going to be... I mean, we've got him until the end of next season, from what I can remember, so I'm very, very happy that we've got him, because we've got him for 2 seasons. We've actually got a future fee, I think, on the end of it as well. So if we're at the point where we can afford that future fee, which I think is for 20-something million, we might have our forever striker in this save. We then went to Napoli. Napoli came to us, and somehow we beat them. It was a very close game. I think they had the better of it. But Gennaro Totino, I said he was an absolute god for us last season, and he's looking very similar again. He's already scored in a couple of other games as well. The double in the game against Venezia sticking out to me, as well as the goal against one of the goals against Verona as well. We did really well there. And then this game, we led. We were 2-0 up. We then conceded 3 goals. And then Totino completed his hat-trick to get us a point against Roma. This was one of those games where I do not know what was going on. I was so happy when we were 2 up. They then scored the 2 before half-time. I was gutted. We then gave away a penalty under immense pressure from Tammy Abraham leading the line, who then put the penalty away. And then Totino just showed up. Honestly, how he's not a 10 out of 10 in this game, Totino, I don't know. But he was absolutely fantastic for us. And then we've lost the last 2 games. To be fair, one of them is against Lazio, which I'm a little bit disappointed about, but fine. It was a very late goal as well. We did ourselves very, very proud in this one, but it just wasn't to be. And then, yeah, this one, we got absolutely thumped. We did score very early on, but other than that, it was a very poor performance. And now we've got to go against the other Milan team. We have to go against Inter, who are currently top of Serie A. All of that means we're currently 6th in the table. We were first. You will see in a minute that we were first in the table, because I'm actually going to pass you over to Past Stu, because there's 2 very exciting things that have happened. One of them we haven't taken advantage of, and one of them we have. But I mentioned in the intro, we might have been headhunted a little bit. Well, this is a bit different. First of all, hello, this is Stubo from the past, and I come to you with a job offer from Cagliari. Now, I'm not going to be taking this job offer, but I'm just intrigued by the fact that they've come in for me. Now, I have looked. They were 11th last season, but currently, Cagliari, bless them, are currently 19th. Predicted to finish 14th. Not exactly in the best of times. For comparison, we're predicted to finish 16th, although our actual prediction on the season preview is higher than that. It's 14th actually. So we're predicted to finish where they're predicted to finish. They're now predicted to finish 16th. So we've actually swapped places, which I love. But yeah, it's a pretty ridiculous state of affairs. By the way, I don't know where I'm going to be in the table when you see this episode. I imagine with the run of games we've got, it's not going to be where we currently are, which is first. We have won 5 of our first 6 and drawn the other one. We are doing very, very well. But yeah, a little bit. Do we just do the interview and just see what happens? Let's do the interview. I kind of want to do the interview. Hello, Stubo. Thank you for agreeing to speak to us so we can put forward our vision for the club and allow you to suggest any alterations should you become our new manager. They really want me, don't they? Let's get started. Are you concerned that you don't have all that much managerial experience? I've got enough that you approached me without me having to apply for the job, Tommaso. Let's get that clear right now. Right. Let's say We'll say I don't have the experience, but I do have a good track record. We'll say that one. Does some highly impressive work at your current club. Why do you want to move on? I mean, I don't, but you approached me. So we'll say I'll take him as far as I can. Our previous manager did enjoy the best relationship with the sports side, confidence of providing a different dynamic with them. Absolutely. Say that one. Ask manager to get on well with our fans. Would you be able to fare better? That's the same question. I can give the players here. Right, we've been asked the same question, worded differently, but it's actually about the players, so we'll say that one as well. Director of football, fine. We'd say small budget. What would they want? Sign Uruguayan players. Okay, is that a thing in real life? Cagliari fans in real life, let me know. Uruguayan players, sign Italian players, develop players using the club's youth system, defensively solid, players under the age of 23. I mean, apart from the Uruguayan thing, sign young players to develop for a profit. So they're a bit of a conveyor belt team that specialises in homegrown Italian players and Uruguayan players as well. Interesting. Well, we'll agree to that. Mid-table finish, we'll say that, yeah. Whoa! A transfer budget of 5 million? I mean, we've got no transfer budget. We had no transfer budget last year. Yeah? That wage budget. That's what is that? A couple of £100,000 more than what we've currently got? Say yes to that. Okay. It's a news report as well. I'm not gonna lie. There's part of me that looks at the money on an offer and I kind of looking thinking, oh, that would be an interesting job. We're not leaving Parma though. This is a Parma save and we are not leaving Parma. But I'm interested to see whether they do in fact offer me the job. This is weird. Oh my word. Anyway, you'll know you'll know whether I've taken the job offer on. I mean, I've already said I'm not going to take a job offer on. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Or if I get offered the job before the next game I'm going to show you, I'll show you that as well. Well, just a quick update. They're asking me for the staff changes. I mean, sure. Does anyone want to go? Our chief scout and another 18s coach. And that's it. Do you know what? We'll just confirm it. Like I said, I'll keep you updated. Well, just like that, we have a job offer. Again, I'm not accepting it. I just think it's quite funny because I have no intention of having a job offer. I just think it's quite funny. So our current contract is on £11,000 a week. So if we were going full realism, this would be very hard to turn down, wouldn't it? Very, very hard. They've got a better financial situation than we have, at least from the looks of things. Let's have a look. So it's £12,250 a week. There's a relegation wage drop of 35%, which they're in the relegation zone at the moment. So that's a very realistic thing. If I wasn't committed to this being a Parma save, I'd consider this. It's a risk because we're having a great start to the season, as you've already seen. But this is a let's go Parma save. We ain't going anywhere. It's past Stu again, and we've got a new contract offer. I thought, let's bring you this as well as the job offer that we had previously. Obviously, turning that down has impressed the Parma board, and they have thrown us a new contract with £13,750 a week on top of it. They're giving us a £1,000 transfer budget, and well, spoilers, it's exactly what we're currently on at the moment. But that's all right. That's okay. We'll have a look at the negotiations, and we'll see what's what. And that's impressive. They're actually giving us a bonus if we qualify for the Europa League. Just up that and just see whether we can get away with that. Let's do that. I'm not going to ask for any more money because we're already hemorrhaging money. I don't need to assist with that, really. Yeah, there we go. New contracts for 3 years up until June 2025. Happy days. I was expecting that to go to the main screen when I clicked that then. Try that again. Happy days. Hey. Well, thanks, Stu. Thanks for filling us in on that. As I've just shown you, the job offer just came out of absolutely nowhere. There was an email that said that I was the favourite for it. I just didn't think it'd go anywhere else, and then lo and behold, we got the offer. And then the new contract is obviously a fantastic thing as well. Again, just to reaffirm, on more money than we were. We're on £13,750 a week. That's £9,250 a week after tax. I would like some of that, please. That'd be lovely. And it does get us to, what's the year? 2025, which is fantastic. So that's all really, really good. Right. Other than all of that, transfers. We did make some transfers at the end of the transfer window. We'll quickly show you those before we move on to the game against Milan. Not Milan, sorry, Inter. You can tell I'm just delaying this. You already saw that we had Sebastiano Esposito in, but we have got the two players we wanted to bring in, kind of. So, Roman Enriquez is the man who we brought in as that attack-minded midfielder. 21 years old. He's Spanish. No youth caps or anything like that, but he has got potential. He is decent at the moment. He's going to be a good player for us just to come into the side and do a job. He's got a decent amount of value to him. I think we've got a future fee arranged if we want to take it up. We're probably not going to do that, but he's very much come in to be a cover player, and I'm okay with that. And then the other player is Jamie Shackleton from Leeds. Now, not going to lie to you guys, I brought him in as a right-back. I know he's a midfielder in... Well, as far as I'm aware, he's a midfielder in real life. I've used him on FIFA before, and I know FIFA's not necessarily the be-all and end-all to kind of judge these things on. Also, I've just noticed my face is very, very dark. Bear me 1 second. There we go, that's a little bit better. Sorry. The weather outside is nuts. It's going from really, really sunny to really, really dark, and because I'm recording this in front of a window, has a bit of an effect on that. We'll go with this and just see how it goes. But yeah, Jamie Shackleton, mostly a midfielder, but he can play at right back. He's a natural at right back, and we do need a right back. But I also thought having someone come in who can play in midfield as well, it just feels like a good idea. The flexibility with that is definitely something that I kind of appreciate, which is good because we couldn't get Rispoli out of the club. If I quickly show you wherever he is, there he is. We tried as much as we could, put him on a loan list, we put him on a transfer list. We had offers come in for him. They were subpar at best. The only loan offers we wanted to pay 10% of his wages. We were not interested in that whatsoever. So in the end, he's ended up staying. So I'm hoping that if we can't move him out in January, his contract will be expiring in the summer. We can move him on and get a permanent right back in, which will be lovely. But they're the only transfers that we're in. As we mentioned, we couldn't get Rispoli out, but we did move a couple of players on. One of those players, thank the Lord, was Luigi Sepe. He is on loan. All of his wages are being covered. As far as I'm aware, they're all being covered, if not most of them are. But Sampdoria have got him. They're not even playing him at the moment, which begs the question as to why they ended up signing him. But if we have a quick nose, they're not paying all of his contract, but it's a good chunk of it, though, which really helped us get over the wage issue that we had. We had a big issue with getting into our wage budget. We're now £17,000 under our wage budget, which is delightful. What helped with that as well was Maxime Boussi leaving the club. Went on a free. We didn't care. We've got rid of him. He's playing over in... I don't even know who you are. In Belgium. There we go. Going playing in Belgium. Fantastic. He's Belgian. That explains it. But we have got him out of the club. To be honest with you, I would have been open to keeping him had we not moved him on, because we do have a bit of a right-back issue, and our right-back issue is... Oh, no, we don't, because he's fit again. Sambia was injured for a little bit, so it was looking like we had a bit of an issue. What we have an issue with is central midfield. William Cyprien is injured, and he's going to be out for 2 to 3 months, which is really annoying, because it means that the idea of having Jamie Shackleton as a right-back has gone completely out the window, because he is now our backup central midfielder, which makes me really glad we signed him, actually, because if we didn't, it would have been an issue. So we've got a reserve player in every position. It is a little bit tight, but it is what it is, and we'll work with it. I don't think there was any other major transfers out. I think a lot of them are just loans out for young players and a couple of players leaving just to get rid of them. Yeah, there weren't any real ones at the very end. The one that we are currently trying to actively do, however, is the sale of Jan Karamo. Now, Jan Karamo started the season very well, and he was looking very good. Here's a problem, though. Contract expires at the end of the season, and he wants to double his wages to stay with us. We cannot afford that. There is no way we can afford that. Now, it's frustrating that he's in the final year of his contract, because I actually think he would be worth a lot more than this amount of money. But we've put his asking price at 2.4 million, I think. We've currently put him up for 2.7 to see if anyone comes in for him, because we've actually had a 2.4 million offer already in from Cagliari. Now, Fulham have had an offer in as well. We rejected that and we put him back up to see if Fulham would come in. But as you can see, we've got a decent amount of wage budget for January should we need it, and if we need to renew any contracts as well. So yeah, that's the only real thing that we're going to be doing, but enough about all of that. We're here to play Inter Milan. This episode's going to be a long one with that intro, but it's all good fun. But this is going to be the team we're going to be taking to Inter. We're probably going to get smashed, but hey-ho, we'll deal with it. It's Dragaski in goal, Sambia, Ballo, Valenti and Valeri in defence, Sobotka, Sciattarella and Demarcu in midfield with Marn, Tino and Inglese up front. I would play Esposito, but he has had a light knock in the week, so I don't really want to throw him in there, even though he's in good form. He's in better form than Inglese. Well, Inglese, to be fair, it's quite harsh, actually. He's playing as a hold-up striker, even though we're not playing him as that. He's actually leading the line really well, and he's helping players get goals, even though he's not directly scoring or assisting. So he's had a good rating. He's doing well. It's just his lack of goals is concerning. But I'm convinced that his lack of goals is directly tied to Tino's scoring of goals. They work really well together in the front three. We are playing Tino on the left this week, instead with Dennis Mann on the right. In fact, why am I doing that? Is there a reason why I'm doing that? Because Mihaila's not even in the squad, and I don't really understand why. Let's put Mihaila back in the squad. Mihaila's coming into the team, I've decided. Because Mihaila's been really, really good this season so far. So, last minute change, Mihaila's going in. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's get to the game. It is Parma versus Inter in Serie A. Let's go. I'm going to acknowledge now that the lighting in this episode is going to be a massive problem just with how the sun is. It keeps going in, coming out, and I keep having to adjust everything. I've got a sneeze building up. Bear with me. Oh, God. Well, that rocked the brain, didn't it? As you can quickly see there, we're in 6th and Inter are in 1st. Their team is ridiculous. They've got Coutinho playing directly behind the striker. If we quickly pause it, you can see they've got Lautaro Martinez, Coutinho, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Neves, Dumfries, Gossens, Bastoni, De Vrij, Skriniar, Handanovic. This is a ridiculous team when you stop and look at it. They've added Ruben Neves, they've added Felipe Coutinho, who I think that's who he signed for Liverpool from, wasn't it, back in the day? But it's an insane team. Let's be completely honest, we're probably going to get battered here. If we can avoid getting absolutely destroyed, I'll take that as a victory. I don't think we're going to necessarily win the game, but I think we have enough about us to stop us from getting absolutely mauled. However, we've started off very well, and Mihaila nearly gets the ball in the back of the net. It's a deflection from the defender, and it is now a corner, and it's going to be Sciattarella to take it. He's going to be aiming for one of the big men in the middle. Doesn't get to any of them, but Mihaila's going to get on the end of it and try and recycle the chance. Demarcu, Inglese goes for the shot. It loops over the keeper, but the deflection sends it for a corner, and we've actually changed our corner instructions. This is going to be the first far post corner I've tried on FM22, and we'll see what happens here. It's whipped in, and Bastoni clears it. Maybe the far post corner. Not going to work for us because we haven't got a real big lad. We have got one or two guys who are... Oh, my word. Lautaro Martinez has been sent off. Lautaro Martinez has been sent off. This is a chance. This is a chance. We are putting our tempo up. Let's try and tire the 10 men out. Let's do it. Oh my word. It's not a given that we're going to get anything out of this game now. But they've got one less player, and most of their system is defensive. It was before anyway, but it's even more so now. Oh my word. Just imagine. Inglese's in. Inglese miskicks it. Oh, you saw the miss kick. What a chance. Whipped in. Demarcu now at the far post with the head. It's Handanovic who spills it. Oh, he spilled it. And if we had someone there, if we played with a two-striker system, we could have got lucky there. Valeri's not having a good game for us so far, but he's really the only one. I mean, that. Come on now. That's so close to being over the line. I'd have given that personally. Oh my word. What a first half of football. And we might just be within a chance to get something out of this game here. I'm going to demand more from the team. I've got an injury, and it's to Mihaila as well. Oh, the universe was telling me not to play him. Future Stu was right. Future Stu? Past Stu was right. Not Future Stu. I'm Future Stu. Right. He's coming off. We're going to bring on Dennis Mann. I'm not bringing Caramo on after we put him up for transfer. We'll say that one. I'm not going to mention his 50th appearance. Let's just get him out there and hopefully do something. Let's just demand a bit more. We're still on top in this game at the moment. Let's just try and put as much pressure on as possible, and we're actually going to go attacking as well. We've got a great chance at 3 points here. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, they are a team who are better than we are. We're going to push ourselves as far as we can trying to get this winner, because I think we really have it about us. You can see what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the ball to Tino every time, and we're just struggling to get it. Oh, and Perisic is in, and it might just be... Oh, no. Oh, what has Sobotka done? Oh, no. Marcel Sobotka's just gone and ruined it. Oh, if Dragowski can be a hero here, he's not. I said all they need is that one chance, and they got that one chance, but we've gone and ruined it ourselves. Right, I'm shouting at Sobotka. You've just ruined the game for us. We've absolutely dominated them. I mean, this is the definition of an FM. We've been the better team, and then they go and get a penalty at the end because one of our players is stupid. Right, individual. Where is he? Sobotka. Throw the water bowl. Furious. Absolutely furious with him. I'm absolutely furious with Sobotka. Because it's completely his fault that we've lost that. The manner in which that happened has just made me a little bit sad. Right, that's the wrong button to do. We'll be back for the Juventus game. Hopefully by then we'll have got some points here and I'll feel a little bit more cheery. The downside is as well, we've lost 3 games in a row. However, had you said to me in this 5-game stretch... Sorry, this 5-game stretch. If you'd have said to me, you're going to get 4 points from that stretch, I'd have looked at it and thought, I'll take that. I genuinely... Like, 5 points or 4 points? Sorry, 4 points from that. I think I said 5 points. 4 points from this 5-game stretch. I'd have turned around and said, we've done all right, actually. As a newly relegated team, we've done okay in that stretch of games. But to do it in that manner... Back in a minute. 2 games down, 2 games won. That is the perfect response to that Inter-game, which I'm still a little bit salty about. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, we beat Torino 3-1. Totino, Esposito and Dennis Mann scoring the goals for us, and Anthony Lozano scoring the goal for them, and then we just absolutely destroyed Udinese. These are 2 teams that are around us in the table, by the way, so it's very good to beat them. A Sebastiano Esposito clinic, making it a very easy game for us. We won 4-1. All of our work was done in the first half. Ramon Enriquez, the loanee from Inter Milan as well. So the Inter Milan boys doing the work for us here. Making it 4-1 in total. Getting us up to 5th in the table, which is insane to me to be there halfway through October. Leading us to the game against Juventus. Transfer news-wise, we have finally made another sale. It's Jan Caramo. He's going for £2.4 million, which is a lot more than I thought we'd get for him. I thought we'd only get up to maybe £1 million. And the beautiful thing is the guide value at the moment has him only up to 1.9 million, which is, we've got very good value for him. Didn't get a lot of that money, only got 700 and something thousand pounds for it, which is absolutely fine by me. That's more money than we've had all of this save, I think. So that could go to someone in January. Also, the beautiful thing is he's currently on something like £45,000 a week, something like that. Yeah, that's going to come into there when we hit January, and that is going to be fantastic because we can use that money to buy, hopefully, or put the money towards a decent player and maybe even get another loan signing in. So I'm very excited about that. But that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is this, the game against Juventus, and this is the 11 we're going to be taking with us to hopefully get some points against them. That'd be nice. It's going to be Dragowski in goal, Sambia, Grimal, Valenti and Valeri in defence, Sobotka, Sciazzarella and Enriquez in midfield, with Totino and Esposito leading the line up front. We're going with a few weird ones here, but they've worked for us in the last few games. Enriquez has become not undroppable necessarily, but he certainly played his way into the starting 11 and he's looking very good. Esposito, 4 goals in his last 2 games. He's not necessarily going to be easy to drop at this moment. And Inglese, although he has been playing well, certainly hasn't been playing well enough to stay in the side ahead of that. So we're going to be doing that as well. And yeah, as I said, Enriquez has kept in the side. Dennis Mann's been quietly consistent. Has a good game, has a quiet game, has a good game, has a quiet game. Until Mihaila is fit again, I think we're going to stick with him there and Totino on the left-hand side. Totino can play well on either side, so it almost doesn't matter. But that's the 11. Let's get into the game. Juventus versus Parma. Let's go. things weren't necessarily looking that good after the Inter game. We actually had to have a team meeting because the morale dropped really low, which I was a bit surprised by, actually. I didn't think the morale dropped so low when we play against a really good team, but then we had lost 3 on the bounce, so maybe that explains it. First time we've done that in this save, actually, lost so many games in a row. But we did the team meeting. We told them, you know, bad run, let's not worry about it, let's pick ourselves up. Got everyone up, and I think that's the direct result of that was those last 2 games. We were looking really sharp, really good. The players looked like they really wanted to fight for the result. Yeah, the real name fix and the kits have definitely reset. So I need to go into my settings, which I was going to do before this episode, and actually have a look around and try and fix that. Obviously, I've not done it by now. Oh, that was a lovely attempt at a pass from Sciattarelli. We just couldn't quite get it through. We're looking good against the big teams at the moment. Like, we're looking like we haven't got any fear, and that's what I want. We've turned the tempo up today as well, just to kind of go at teams. We're not afraid to like push them. We're not afraid to say, hang on a second, we know you're the big boys, but we can be the big boys as well. And I think what this season so far has illustrated is that the squad we've got should never have been Serie B. It should never have been in Serie B whatsoever. I mean, the fact that we got promoted with an unbeaten season says that to me. Man's in here. And Dennis Mann, what did I tell you? Good game, quiet game, good game, quiet game. Today's a good game. We're 1-0 ahead against Juventus. That'll do. That'll do. You watch, we're going to get smashed now. But I'll take that to begin with. My word. Sambia gets it into Mann, and I'm thinking Mann's going to square it to someone. He doesn't absolutely no such thing. He wants a goal. He has a goal. It's 1-0 Parma against Juventus at the Zebra Stadium. It's the Juventus Stadium, I think, in real life, isn't it? Either way, I don't care what the stadium is. Oh, no. Are you serious? Pascal Sciattarella, our club captain, is injured. That is huge. We're going to bring Jamie Shackleton on. We could bring DeMarco on, but this is a big game and he's nervous, so we're going to bring Jamie on. Jamie's had a good few games recently. Let's put him in there. He's done well in midfield and at right back as well. So let's bring Jamie on. I'm hoping Jamie will be able to do the job for us. Sobotka now goes to captain, which is a bit of a concern because we saw how bad he was against Inter, giving away that last-minute penalty. But we get to half-time, 1-0 ahead. Let's carry on, boys. Come on. Let's be a big bunch of heroes. This would put us up to 4th, and it would actually drop Juventus down to 2nd. So this is a huge game for both of us in a way because we're in that period at the moment. We're a recently promoted team, and however well we do at the moment, it's kind of one of those things. We could do well for so long and then just have a complete and utter collapse, but a win here really states our intent. And Totino now gets it back to Valeri. Valeri going to try and whip it in here. He's on a yellow card. Hopefully that doesn't come to anything. And Dennis Mann has made it too. I thought he was going to get cleared. Valeri with the cross. He's on a 6.3. I assume he won't be anymore. But Dennis Mann, who, I've got to be honest with you, was bang average last season. I wasn't impressed with him. But he's just scored a double against Juventus. Szczesny had no chance at saving that, and all of a sudden, we lead by 2-0. That'll do. That'll do plenty. Oh my God, it's whipped in. Mann's in again. There's no way. Dennis Mann gets a hat-trick. I don't know how I'd react. I think I'll be out of my chair. I think I would actually be out of my chair. Right, Valeri's rating has finally updated. We've not made another substitution yet. Probably should, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, I hope that Sciattarella's not injured for too long. We're really low on the central midfielder front at the moment. Morata's broken through here. He's not the quickest, but he's got enough to get past some of our defenders. But Dragowski just does enough. We are going to make some changes. And we do it. What a win that is. What a win that is. There is something about this team that is just punching above its weight. We've FN'd them a little bit there. They should have won. We beat them 2-0. We get a clean sheet as well, which is insane. Open those arms out. Well done, everybody. It's the first disappointing game Esposito has had, but we didn't need him because Dennis Mann apparently is the man. What a performance that was. I'm genuinely a little bit stunned by that. Especially with how we looked good in the Inter game, to be fair, and it's just because of that late penalty. But with our captain going off injured, Dennis Mann just shows up in the big game. 2 goals. Thank you very much. I don't even have the words. I'm absolutely stunned by that. And we've gone from losing 3 on the bounce to winning 3 on the bounce as well. Right, when are we back? So, we don't have any games after the next 2 until January. So, I think let's skip these 2 games, come back in January. We'll come back for the January transfer window. We'll have a quick look through the World Cup and see how England gets on. But we'll come back in January and we'll come back for... Brescia are one of the teams that came up with us. Let's come back for them. We smashed them in pre-season from what I can remember. Let's play them and maybe play Cagliari as well. I'm just thinking Cagliari because they're one of the teams that... Well, they're the team that came in for us, aren't they? So let's play those 2. Brescia and Cagliari. Just a quick confirmation as well. League table, we're 4th. And we're only 3 points off the top, which means we're in a title race. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for more future Football Manager goodness. I've been Stubo. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.